Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading from March 6th through 12th. I have changed it up again. Um, I'm not going to separate the readings. I'm just going to read what's happening for that week. Now, in my mind, during a meditation, I got this. So, I feel like I should post a story about this, but I feel like I want to talk about it now. So, I had this thought that while I was meditating, and spirit told me that things needed to like change. So that's what I'm doing. Every once in a while I get those. This is that time. Okay, here we are. Okay, so Capricorn, let me jump right in. I'm gonna talk about the oracle card and then the cards that follow as we go down. Okay, so first we have metamorphosis. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. This week is change. I feel like there's a lot of change in your life, but not in a bad way. It creates balance. So I feel like where things may have felt out of order or shockingly imbalanced, they will start to balance out this week. Okay. I feel like you're a lot happier. You probably have tried new projects. You may have met someone new this week. This is a rekindling of a relationship as well that could have happened, but you're feeling very surrounded by love. It could be that someone that you have been with for a long time is showing care to you or love to you. And this feels like it's coming after a time of not knowing where feelings were, not knowing what was going to happen within a relationship, or even feeling confused about what makes you happy anymore. This is like feeling sad, like trying to find your place or what to do next with yourself. But I feel like there's something that sort of incites an amount of passion in you to be vulnerable again, like with the world or even with an individual this week. Okay, so then next we have justice, harmony, solutions. Yes. So I will say that once you find this thing, um, or all this like nurturing or this hobby comes into your life, you're starting to look at the future and you're more positive about the future. It's like your angels and your spirit guides are there for you. It almost feels like a blessing. It's like, thank God, thank, thank you for this. It's a big change in your life after feeling maybe hurt or confused or feeling like you were in the trenches. So your whole idea is to keep this going, steady wins the race is what you're thinking, Capricorn. So you're like, if things can continue this way, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to pick up the pace. I'm ready to do another thing. Let's say this is a hobby. You're like, I'm going to turn this hobby into a business. Let's say this is a love relationship. You're like, maybe we should get married or move in with each other. It's like things start to amp up for you, and you're thinking about the future. It's kind of like you're making a wish to expand. But I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, you're very um, logical about what it is that you're doing. So you want to make sure that you're stable. You want to make sure that you have things in a particular order. Okay. And all this is happening because of this new energy that's coming in. It's making you feel more light. It's making you feel more playful. It's making you feel more excited about the future. So you're like, it's so beautiful that this is consistent. I'm starting to think about the future, especially after a time of not knowing if things would change or not knowing if um you know how someone's emotions were or how they felt. I feel like you have a sense of understanding that gets you excited about what the future can bring for you. So then we have the wounded healer, Capricorn. Mm. You finally gotten something done. You're working on something. It could be a project, could be a work situation. So I feel like you're working on something. And it almost feels like you've been working on it for a while, but you're starting to see the final results, or you're starting to see it come together. Um, there's still a little bit more to do, and I feel like you're still patient enough to make it happen. You're trying to spend as much time on it. I feel like you're trying to balance like the rest of your life and your career to work on this project. Sorry, that's my lesson. To work on this project. You're not going to leave it behind. I do feel like you wish that it could go faster. Um, some of you may have to release someone as well, a friend. I don't know why this is coming up as a friend that has to do with this work situation, but it's like but it's the best thing to do for the company, for the job, for the position, for you to do this, even though there's a little bit of sadness about the change that you're going to have to create. And I also feel like it's going to take you a while, or it took you a while to do this cutting off or separating, or this change. But I will say that it is a good action. Okay. Um, I do feel like you and everyone else really don't have a choice but to go along with it, because it's really going to kick off your project, your work. I mean, it's really going to kick it off. So even though it is an unfortunate situation, um, it will help you progress in a way, um, for the future. So it's got its good and its bad points, Capricorn. Okay. All right. I guess these are going to be like 8 minutes, huh? Well, I'll see you next week. Bye bye.